thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. We're now in the month of November, which means all the spooks and scares of October and Halloween are long gone, hopefully, and we're now in the mood for some serious comfort. In fact, many what we call influencers turn to a trendy form of comfort called comfort core. You know, trendy elements in this realm that make you feel like you're getting a cashmere sweater on the cheap. But sometimes things don't work out that way, at least in the consignment clothes area. Which is why the theme of this week is to gather as many more practical, common-sense elements of comfort as we can and put them into our Comfort Core curriculum. Essential things you can use in your everyday life the next time you need a warm hug from the inside out, which of course is where we start. And by inside out, I mean your stomach. After all, as many of us know, that's one of the gateways to anyone's heart, and I talked about that many times before on this forum. And yes, automatically for me, that does fall under the category of cooking for romance. However, today, I'm willing to open my table up to other cultures from around the world to take part in some tasty total comfort. This cookbook from Buzzfeed's venerable whimsical food brand offers over 75 cozy recipes with a modern touch, retailing in bookstores for $22. Yet I picked it up at the Barnes & Noble Book Addicts in Clifton for $5. Even though you see a $10 Book Addict sticker, they cut it in half to $5 and put it in the cheap section. All the better for me. These 75-plus recipes are divided into these 6 chapters. The most important meal, which is of course breakfast, lunch break, gather around, something on the side, just desserts, and cheers. All starting off with 3 or 4 ways to go about making a signature American comfort food staple, such as chili and omelets. From there, the rest of the recipes are pretty much straightforward in one direction, with one master recipe. Our first master recipe is a weekend and special weekday staple, pancakes. But because this is tasty, they just had to upgrade it. So here we have lemon poppy seed pancakes with blueberry syrup. Lemon and poppy seeds are an undeniable signature flavor combination in American comfort food, and they both come together in this special breakfast recipe, which serves 6. Next up, cafeteria pizza. Do you fondly remember those pizza days you had when you were a kid in grammar or elementary school? If so, you're definitely unlike me. I don't. Not even school too, and their fine cafeteria ladies could make pizza like this, remotely edible. But this recipe gives you a chance to try your hand at it at home. And really, this is nothing more than a school-based take on grandma pizza, aka Sicilian square pizza, which I actually prefer over other types of pizzas, but only at one place. Center City Pizza in Patterson at Center City Mall. If you're ever in the area, you should try it. This recipe will serve 8, and maybe could be a top contender to take their crown. Otherwise, don't go for the rest of the pizzas over there. Moving to the Midwest, we have a tater tot hot dish. Hot dish casseroles are a firm Midwestern tradition with recipes passed down through generations. This one tops the hot dish with tater tots, will serve 8 to 10, and that isn't Midwest comfort food, I don't know what is. Tater tots and the ground beef casserole all in the same pan. Here we have bacon-wrapped green beans. This right here is a native of the South. And hey, if anything comes wrapped in bacon, you know it's a fail-safe way to get comfort from the inside out. This recipe will serve 4, and would work just as well for a rather hearty appetizer as it would for a side dish. Here we have the kitchen sink bouzouki, which serves 4. And what is a bouzouki? That is a hybrid of a cookie pizza. Kathy Mitchell, one of the great culinary infomercial gurus, calls it a kukitsa. However, if you watched her prepare a cookiza in the Express Ready Set Go infomercial with host Joe Farrago, you know that it's nothing more than a big giant cookie like this with one massive scoop of ice cream on top. Nothing like a cookiza. If anything, an open-faced cookie ice cream sandwich. This, with toppings of chocolate candies, plus white chocolate chips, and nuts, and what have you. Even though it doesn't say nuts in the ingredients section, but hey, you can customize this. This is definitely more on the lines of a pizookie. So I'm inclined to go with this and the name it comes with. Pizookie. I mean, cookiza is one thing, but pizookie is a little more piquant. As piquant as this childlike portmanteau can get. This, by the way, will serve 4. Lastly, we have a caramel coffee frappe, or frap if you're outside New England. This recipe is native to New England and blends caramel and coffee flavors together for a delicious drink that I think is right for the fall. Granted, there is an apple cider recipe in here, but I decided to give apples a break and focus on this caramel coffee frap, or frappe. It depends on where you live in some instances. Anyway, this book comes complete with essential pantry and fridge staple ingredients, plus essential and nice to have almost as essential equipment you need in the kitchen to make these recipes. Plus, as truly American as this comfort food cookbook is, you also have plenty of worldly recipes like jollof rice and Haitian macaroni and cheese. Plus, in the photographic department, you have lettered step-by-step photographs taking you through the process of each recipe's production, so you can follow along and make the process easier for yourself. Home is where the stomach is. More than 75 company recipes with plenty of twists, turns, and smart hacks to keep things exciting. All in all, this cookbook has got it good, and I award it 4.5 out of 5 claps. If the world really is one big family, consider Tasty Total Comfort by Buzzfeed's Tasty a complete family-style cookbook, which not only extends a warm hug, but a total chef's kiss. Here's what's on tap for Tuesday. 15 ultimate hit episodes from your favorite Nicktoons, totaling over 6 hours of laughs and adventures. If you haven't got acquainted with these Nick Picks DVDs, you ought to. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the Thrift Store.